Hey guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. It's time to get back into the spring into summer prompts for May. Okay, welcome back you guys. If you are new here to the channel, I thank you. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. So I know that I said before, since I skipped around for April's prompts, I was going to stay in order for May. Not going to do that because I really want to do the paper doll and splatters, and that's what we're going to do because I saw Lorie this morning and over at Enchanted Dream 71. I'm going to link to her in the description. She had this great pocket idea, and it's a great idea for a journal page to create another pocket. So that's what I want to do, and I want to do it with the paper doll and the splatters. So let's move this out of the way, and I'm going to show you where it's going in our beautiful journal here. We're going all the way back here to our last signature because there's not as much put in here. Like Bobby did this one here, and I think I only added like a couple pockets. I don't think I've even worked in the last one yet. It doesn't look like I have. So, I mean, I did these things when I created the journal. And then Bobby she did this collage right here, which is amazing. So, we're going to work on this page. I feel like I'm going to need a flatter surface for this. So, this is where we're going to work, and we're going to get into it right now. Okay, so I got my paper dolls ready, and I got this beautiful print. This comes from Control Art. You guys know I love all of her backgrounds. She's amazing. I'm also going to link to that Etsy shop down in the description box as well, so you guys can go visit. Now I feel like this would be directional like this, but I feel like this could go in any direction. So that's why I chose it. And I love the colors. They match the journal. Okay, what we're going to do here. Now, she said you don't have to print the backside. I did because I'm going to be notching. And I want this really pretty pastel pink to show through the notches. So that's why I did the back. Okay, so I got to figure out how I want this to be. Okay, we're going to go this way. Okay, so the very first thing you want to do is fold your paper in half. This is just 8.5 by 11. I'm sure you could do this with any size paper. You just play with it. I'm going to try to stick to this, for the most part, to what Lorie did. Okay. So, then you got to decide which side is your tuck going to be on this part. Okay, so I'm gonna fold this the opposite way now because I want to ink my line, and you'll see why here in just a second. So we're gonna ink this line at this edge so we have a line. Okay, I think we're going this way. Yes. So now I know where to fold this in at. So depending on, you guys will understand when you see it. You may want your pocket a different direction, so you would fold this way, but I want to specifically go this way. So we're going to fold this into that line. Don't go over it, just up to it, because you still want this to fold. Okay, oops. Okay, this right here is going to fold again at your fold line. It's going to be its own pocket. So how amazing is that for a bookmark? To be able to put a bookmark in there. Or you could have like a, what is that? About 2 inches. Almost 2.5 inches. Less than 2.5 inches. For a tag that you could slide in there. You could stick a bundle of tickets down in there, however you want to do it. Now, since it's like this, we are going to notch this right here, okay? So again, I am going to ink, because we're going to ink all the edges anyway. So we're going to ink this so I can see where I'm notching. And this will help. Okay, so now I've got my lines there, and I know where to notch. We're going to get my envelope punch board here, because I still have not bought the little punch. I know they make them. I saw Diane have one. I looked it up, and I still haven't made the purchase. I guess I feel like I have my punch board, that I don't need to get one. It would be so much easier just to have that punch. So these lines are going to tell me where to punch that, and it's going to be right in the center of it. Okay. So now, you notice that I'm inking this a little bit at a time, and that's just because we are putting punches and stuff in. So now we can just ink along there, we can ink along here. Okay. So there's that part. Now, stay with me, guys. This folds over like that. Now see, I got this really pretty pink and not white. Okay, now the next thing, let's see. Yeah, we don't have to glue that because it's in, yeah. So if you don't have the glue, you're going to be able to use all that space to put your card or your bookmark or whatever you make in there. Okay, so it's going to be like this. Now this part's got to be folded as well because you're going to have your tuck. Okay, and since I want my tuck here, that's why I started on this side. If you want your tuck here, you'd go here on this side. But we're going to give this a little bit more stability. So we're going to fold this. We're going to see where we want this to be. We're going to come out just a little bit more. So it's just really what your preference is. Okay, so we're going to go right there because you want this to meet up with this like that. Okay, look at how that looks like it matches that flower. Isn't that funny? Was not planned. Okay, so this part, we're going to just glue this down because this is just giving this some stability. Now you can punch here as well, so you got this punch, but I mean it's obvious that it is like a tuck spot, right? That's obvious. Okay, so do I want to, now we can glue it down first. Okay, well we're gonna, let's ink that a little bit more right there. I mean, you can do this all after it's, you know, glued and put together. Okay, so you can use glue stick on this, right? Art glitter glue, whatever you want to use on this part. We don't need to, you know, do a whole lot of gluing on it. We're just gluing it down. And like I said in other videos, start at your crease, go back to your crease and refold that. It makes it lay back down the way it's supposed to. Okay, and now this is going to be over here. And like I said, you can notch here. I don't think I'm going to notch it. I think I'm going to just leave it unnotched. Now, there's different things you could do. You could take a glue right here halfway and glue that, and you could have 2 notches for 2 different cards to go in here if you wanted to do it that way. Or you just leave it like this for 1 large card to go in. However you would want to do that. But we're going to just go like this. So we're going to take some glue now and we're going to glue here. We're going to glue here. And this is just going to make this tuck spot. so you have, oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't glue this. This has to be glued right here. Otherwise, your bookmark or your tag or whatever you put in there is just going to slip out the bottom. So we do need to glue that. Okay, so there is the base of it. Now we're going to just like ink this part right here. And we're not going to worry about anything back here because this is going to be glued down onto our page. And it's going to give us another pocket. Okay. Now we're going to get to our paper dowel and our splatters. Okay, so I think we're going to stick with a woman for our paper dowel because the whole journal is Spring Ladies, so she's pretty. Oh, that needs to be punched out of there. She needs something to sit on, so we'd have to consider that. She's really pretty too. So is she. She's a little bit big. She's a little small. I keep coming to her and I keep saying, wow, I really want to use her. I really like her. We're going to build something up behind it also. So we got these two. Well, I don't know. Do I want her? No little girls. No. Oh, we got lots of men too. She's cute. Isn't she cute? She's adorable. So those little boys. She's cute too. She looks too hard. She's so cute. She's got holding her bags. Okay, I don't want to go through this whole thing. I think we're gonna go with her. I like the lighter part than the dark, right? Do we like the lighter than? Yeah. I picked her up so many times already. We're just gonna go ahead and use her. Okay, let's put our paper dowels back in. It took me a long time to actually make myself buy paper dowel because I was like, you know what, I'm probably not going to really use them. And I really don't use them that much. But we got this instance right now. Oh, hold on. She's really pretty too. I got to stop doing this. But then you got stuff like this where there's prompts and you may need it for one of the prompts. So okay, so there's that. Yeah, so now I've got a second lady here. You know what? No, we're not going to overthink this. We're going to keep this lady. We're going to keep this lady. Okay, I'm going to get a book page. Okay, we got a book page from an Old Reader's Digest. And I want to put this behind her, but I want it to be like torn. I don't want it to be cut. We want it to be torn, so we're just gonna. I love when the books are vintage because they tear so much easier. Let's go this way, and we can't be that wide, and it's not gonna be. That is still too wide. And we don't want it that tall. I don't want it to span the whole thing. Are we still too wide? We are still too wide. But it's going to go like this. And she's going to be on it. And I kind of want it to be angled as well. So I kind of want it to be like this. Let's do a little bit on this side. But I don't want it like pointed. I could probably just tear this with my fingers now. I don't want that peak. And I feel like that's still too wide on there. Let's just do this. It's just that the tear ruler can get it so much straighter than I can. I always get it going all over the place. Okay, that's better. And I want her like that. Do we want to splatter before? I'm going to put this piece on and then I'll splatter. But I'm not going to put her on yet. But I also want to ink this to define those rough edges. Okay, let's get a little bit on her too. I really enjoy that. It's such good chipboard for these because you don't have to worry as much about damaging it before you get it on your project. Okay, so let's glue this on. We're not going to go all the way to the bottom because I'm probably going to put a sentiment or something down there, and we're going to put her there. But first we're going to do our splattering. I'm going to get my inks because I don't have time to get all these. I used this one, which is why that one was open. But we're going to use different color splatters. Okay, and so what I'm going to first do is this one. Let's just get that on there. Okay, where did I put my... Okay, there we go. And we're just going to or you can do this for finer splatters if you want. But you can get it all over your fingers. So that's the blue. I like that. I need a piece of paper to like sop this up. I need to make something with it. How about we use this out of a hymnal page. And we can just do this with all the colors. And we'll be able to use that in a journal. Okay, let's get a paper towel and do the rest. We don't want the colors to mix. Okay, so now I'm going to do, let's go with the festive berries and see if we can like get good colors on here. Hopefully it, nope, it didn't bother it. Good. You know, I kind of think, do we need the purple? I kind of don't think I need the purple. Do I? Do I need the purple? I need some more right here. I think we're going to stop at the blue and the pink. I don't think we need the purple. Okay, let's... That's very pretty. Okay. That's really pretty. And we can use that for a journal. I'm going to set this over here on the table so it can dry. And wipe this off. Got glue on it. I need to clean all that off at some point. Okay. Now, I think for the most part we can still work on this. All right. Let's put our lady back on. Is that needs to dry a little bit right there. So we'll be right back. Okay. We are back. Okay, we're going to put her on here. Just like this. We've already inked her. Yeah, I was doing that Grace Revealed Bible study, which was amazing. And for those of you who are following, know that. And I kept thinking, oh, I have more prompts also that I need to do for this journal. So I told myself, once I got done with the Grace Revealed Bible study, I was going to work on these prompts. And then I've got 3 journals to make. Okay, so do we want a sentiment on here? I want something small, like be brave, or let's see, light the way. I like the words are bigger on that one. Found objects, what? Dream big, be curious. Don't know. Free to fly, that one's pretty. I like that one because this one because it's shorter. Didn't I just pull out one that said in my heart? Oh, there was one down here at the bottom, but I don't see it on there. Now if we would have used the lady with the suitcase, we could have used go see and explore. Okay, I'm taking way too long. We're gonna go with be brave. I get so wrapped up in it that you know. Okay, as I said before, we have to peel these off because they're so thick. And I don't think we need to cut it. We're gonna just ink it. Do I want to put anything under it? Nah, I don't think so. I think we're just going to do it like this. should have had the book page down just a little lower, so this would have been on the book page as well, but I didn't. Okay, so we have a pocket. We have a very nice bookmark pocket here. And now we're going to put it in our journal. These ties are super long, but I'm letting Bobby decide how long she wants these ties. It was just a whole ribbon and I just didn't cut it. There was no point. Okay, so we're going back here to this very last page, and this, oh boy, we're gonna have to, you know what, we're not gonna bother trimming it. Let's see, I could trim off of here because it does exceed the page, but not by much, only by just a hair. So now we're gonna have a pocket here, and this pocket, and this pocket. How cool is that? Okay, so we're going to glue here, here, and here. Here, here, and here. Now, you can take this and glue the whole thing down if you'd prefer that and not have another pocket. But I just think it's great to have another pocket space to put stuff. Did I put that up too high? Because it's going to go off the page. So just get that right there. Okay. We'll just line it up down here on the bottom. See, it's like it barely comes up past the page. And there we go, you guys. There it is. Make sure you guys go over and visit Lorie. She does very creative things. She's got really good content, so go check her out. And also, make sure you go visit Bobby and watch her doing her prompts, because she has the other journal. So now I've got 2 more prompts to do, and I will be sending this back at the beginning of June to Bobby, and she'll be sending back to me, and then we won't be sending anymore, but we have 5 more prompts to do for June. So yeah, it's been really fun. I really enjoyed it. And so there we go, guys. Double pocket, triple pockets. It was really fun to do this one. But that's all I got for you guys today. I thank you for staying tuned, and I will see you in the next video.